free college football picks. This is week 7, part 4. I'm Tony T with our college football pick show here for action on Saturdays. If you're looking for our Thursday videos, we shot them separately. Here on this show, we're going to give you 8 games from Saturday's contest here in part 4 of our series. Before we get underway, just a couple things. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have free college football picks updated all season long. Free picks every day from all the major sports like NFL, like Major League Baseball playoffs, of course, NBA in a couple weeks. NHL is here. Lots of live shows with lots of cappers giving out picks, making a great time to subscribe. And also, if you want to support our channel with that like, that thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. Remember, visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers from our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to our long-term passes. Hot cappers like Ramon Scott for the year. Joseph Schultz been doing fantastic work. Hollywood Sam Collins, Ben over the past 3 days, hot. Ben last 7 days, hot. Mindy up on the leaderboards with Hollywood Sam and Joseph Schultz. Good days here from Ben, Ralph, and Chauncey. Click the links and get signed up to our long-term passes. You'll find our latest print picks center of the page with our best bet tabs and, of course, our multi-packs. We have our $15 promotional props up there. We sell props, profit guarantee on those. Also long-term passes. Just keep an eye there. Also, you may purchase our place a la carte from the pick ticker with team versus team information. And you can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Access our page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, get signed up. Always love to hear from you guys. You may post your picks in the comments, and we are looking for cappers. Apply on that homepage. All right, let's get this one started. Wake Forest versus a West Virginia college football pick. Here we go for action on Saturday. Wake Forest fell to 3-2 with their 17-12 road defeat at Clemson. Demon Deacons rushed for 102 yards for under 3 yards a carry. They surrendered 207 yards rushing to the Tigers with 131 passing on 28 attempts. Mitch Griffiths hit on 15-25 for 137 yards and 5.5 yards per pass attempt. Virginia Tech drops to 2-4, a 39-17 road defeat at Florida State. Hokies fell behind 22-zip after one quarter. The team rushed for 209 yards. They surrendered 282 yards rushing to the Seminoles with 170 passing on 25 attempts. Tyrone Drones hit on 14-27 passes for 104 yards and only 3.9 yards per pass attempt. He did rush for 80 yards. Both teams ran at high volume. Virginia Tech has been poor stopping the run, allowing 5.3 yards per attempt. Hokies 103rd in total offense, averaging 5 yards per play. That's 117th in the nation. These are both running teams. The Hokies are very poor at stopping the run. Play here, Wake Forest plus 1.5. Florida at South Carolina college football pick. This one here on Saturday. Florida improved to 4-2 with their 38-14 home victory at Vanderbilt. The Gators rushed for 215 yards. They held the Commodores just over 3 yards per rush with 276 yards passing on 34 attempts. Graham Burtz hit on 30 of 36 passes for 254 yards, 3 touchdowns. He averaged 7.1 yards per pass attempt. South Carolina fell to 2-3, a 41-20 road defeat at Tennessee. The Gamecocks had 132 yards rushing for 5 yards a carry, but they surrendered 238 yards rushing to the Volunteers with 239 passing on 32 attempts. South Carolina surrendered 6 sacks. Spencer Rattler hit on 24 of 25 passes for 169 yards and an interception. He averaged 4.8 yards per pass attempt and had a rushing touchdown. Florida's lost both road games by double digits, and Utah utilized a backup quarterback. Kentucky ran all over the Gators. Florida is running for only 1.6 yards to carry on the road. At home, the Gamecocks put up 432 yards on Mississippi State. Play here, South Carolina minus the 2. FAU and USF college football pick for action on Saturday. FAU improved to 3-2, a 20-17 home victory to Tulsa. The Owls rushed for 241 yards. They allowed 194 yards on the ground at the Golden Hurricane with 182 passing on 28 attempts. Daniel Richardson completed 18 of 28 passes for 144 yards and an interception. He averaged 5.1 yards per pass attempt. USF fell to 3-3, a 56-35 road defeat to UAB. The Bulls had 211 yards rushing, but they allowed 253 yards on the ground to the Blazers with 355 passing on 29 attempts. They had a -2 turnover margin. Byron Brown hit on 24 of 43 passes for 260 yards with 200 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He rushed for 136 yards and 2 touchdowns. USF at home is a 13-point win to Rice and has really good defensive effort in the 17-3 defeat to Alabama. FAU, not an efficient passing team, 9.1 yards per completion, 5.5 yards per pass attempt. South Florida, 31st in total offense, averaging 444 yards a game with more efficiency in the passing attack. The Owls lost both road games, and in their 6-point loss at down Illinois, they allowed 303 yards passing and 256 yards on the ground. Play your USF minus a 2.5. Kansas and Oklahoma State college football pick. Here we go. Saturday, Kansas improved to 5-1 with their 51-22 road victory to UCF. The Jayhawks rushed for 399 yards. They did allow 102 yards rushing to the Knights with 169 passing on 23 attempts. Jalen Daniels doubtful with that back injury. Jason being filled in, 8 of 12 passing for 91 yards and a touchdown. Wasn't asked to do a lot. Kansas just ran the ball like crazy. Oklahoma State here 3-2. 29-21 home victory to Kansas State. Cowboys rushed for 174 yards. They did allow the Wildcats 220 yards on the ground with 152 passing yards on 34 attempts. Oklahoma State had a +3 turnover margin, picking off 3 touchdowns and returning 1 for a touchdown. Alan Ballman completed 19 of 35 passes for 235 yards. He averaged 6.7 yards per pass attempt. The Kansas offensive line is bearing opposing defenses. The Jayhawks rushed for 6 yards a carry. Cowboys gave up 154 rushing yards per game and giving up 4.3 yards per rush. Cowboys gave up 243 yards rushing to South Alabama in a 33-7 home defeat. They have struggled passing the football, averaging 10.1 yards per completion, 5.7 yards per pass attempt, ranking near the bottom of college football. Kansas has been efficient in pass defense play here. Kansas -3. Iowa and Wisconsin college football pick. Here we go. Action on Thursday. Iowa improved to 5-1, a 20-14 home victory to Purdue. The Hawkeyes rushed for 181 yards. They limited the Boilermakers to 2.5 yards per rush with 247 passing yards on 40 attempts. Deacon Hill, 6 of 21 passing for 110 yards with a touchdown and interception. He averaged 5.2 yards per pass attempt. No passes were completed to receivers. Wisconsin improved to 4-1 with a 24-13 home victory to Rutgers. Badgers built that 17-zip halftime lead. They posted 212 rushing yards. Wisconsin limited the Scarlet Knights to under 3 yards a carry with 211 yards passing on 38 attempts. Tanner Mordecai completed 17 of 31 passes for 145 yards with a touchdown. He averaged only 4.7 yards per pass attempt and had 49 rushing yards. Wisconsin had an 11 turnover margin plus 2 turnover margin, a return interception, 95 yards. Wisconsin had a -1 turnover margin, but did return an interception, 95 yards for a touchdown. Iowa is 132nd in total offense, averaging just 249 yards a game. They averaged only 3.8 yards per rush, 5.3 yards per pass attempt. Badgers defending the run and pass well. Iowa holds opponents to 4.3 yards per play, which ranks 8th best in the nation. The play here will be Iowa and Wisconsin under 34.5. Ohio versus Northern Illinois college football pick for Saturday. Ohio improved to 5-1, a 42-17 home victory to Kent. The Bobcats rushed for 166 yards. They allowed 3 yards per rush to the Golden Flashes with 119 passing yards on 20 attempts. Curtis Rourke hit on 20 of 32 passes for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, I should say. He averaged 9.4 yards per pass attempt with a rushing touchdown. Northern Illinois improved to 2-4, a 55-14 road victory to Akron. The Huskies rushed for 380 yards. They limited the Zips to under 3 yards a carry with 146 passing yards on 34 attempts. Rocky Lombard hit on 10 of 15 passes for 191 yards with 2 touchdowns. He averaged 12.7 yards per completed pass. The offensive performance has picked up for Northern Illinois in conferences. They're averaging 507 yards and 44 points a game. Now they play their first home game in conference. Ohio on the road, putting up just under 23 points a game. NIU is defending well, holding teams to 332 yards a game. Play here, Northern Illinois, plus the 6.5. UNLV and Nevada college football pick Saturday. UNLV improved here to 4-1, a 44-20 home victory at Hawaii. Rebels rushed for 307 yards. They limited the Warriors to under 2 yards per carry with 313 passing yards on 35 attempts. They had a +2 turnover margin. Jaden Maeva completed 11 and 21 passes for 142 yards with 2 touchdowns. He averaged 6.8 yards per pass attempt. Nevada fell to 0-5, a 27-9 road defeat 2 weeks ago at Fresno State. Wolfpack rushed for 53 yards on 31 carries. They surrendered 141 yards rushing to the Bulldogs with 269 passing on 34 attempts. Brandon Lewis completed 10 of 21 passes for 70 yards and 2 interceptions. He averaged 3.3 yards per pass attempt. The Wolfpack covered at home to Kansas, dropping a 7-point decision, rushing for 150 yards. Rebels would give up nearly 400 yards a game, really struggling with pass defense, allowing 14.8 yards per completion, 8.8 yards per attempt. Rivalry game will take the home dog here based on their own FBS game here. Player Nevada here at plus the 9.5. San Jose State and New Mexico college football pick for Saturday. San Jose State fell to 1-5 with their 35-27 road defeat at Boise State. The Spartans built a 27-14 halftime lead, but got outscored 21-zip in the second half. They rushed for 140 yards for nearly 4 yards a carry. San Jose State allowed 262 yards rushing to the Broncos with 230 passing on 24 attempts. They had a +2 turnover margin. Chavon Cordero, 23 of 38 passes for 325 yards and an interception. He averaged 8.6 yards per pass attempt and a rushing touchdown. New Mexico dropped to 2-3, a 35-26 road defeat to Wyoming. Lobos rushed for 225 yards. They allowed 239 yards to the Cowboys rushing game with 194 passing on 25 attempts. Dylan Hopkins, 15 of 31 passing for 162 yards with a touchdown and interception. He averaged 5.2 yards per pass attempt. Lobos are coming off the bye week. Both teams are allowing 5.3 yards to carry on the ground. Lobos run effectively, averaging 5.3 yards to carry. San Jose State on the run game generating 4.8 yards to carry. Both secondaries are giving up big plays in the passing game, but these run games will open up some big plays against the secondaries. Play here, San Jose State and New Mexico to go over 58. All right, that was our college football pick show for action on Saturday. Of course, if you're looking for the Thursday games, we shot a separate video for those. Of course, this one here for Saturday, week 7, part number 4. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have free college football picks updated all season long. Free picks every day from all the major sports. We got it here. Major League Baseball playoffs, NFL. We got cappers giving out hockey picks, NBA coming up. Lots of plays here on our channel, making a great time to subscribe. And also, if you would support our channel, give us that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. Remember, visit our site, TonySpicks.com, for our best plays. Our premium picks are there. You see the promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save that 20% off. All right, we'll have more live shows throughout the day. I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you guys later.